Hi guys, I wanted to introduce you to this week's assignments. We're going to do Unit 2 right now. So if you click on this week's assignments, what's going to be a little bit downsized in our red folder, but it'll be the same as always. When you get to Unit 2, you've got your in-person assignments and the red folder. Everything in this folder is required, needs to be completed. If you look on this one, it's a little bit less in the number of assignments, but should be similar to the amount of work, maybe a little easier. There's 2 play posits. You're going to do atomic history and crash course atomic history. Then there's this thing called the atomic history timeline. So watch those 2 videos. There'll be some questions in it. When you get to the atomic history timeline, it will look like this, and the directions, I tried to make them really straightforward. We'll have a little bit of time to go over it, but your job as cohort B is to start this now so that you have it ready to go. So it's the history development of the atomic model. It's going to be basically the scientists, how it and you're looking at also what influenced the science, okay? And the main thing is you can change it to suit your needs. There's going to be 2 sides. The left side of your timeline is going to be, because it's vertical, up and down. The vertical one, it would be the scientists. You can start with page 133 in your textbook. You include their major contribution to the atomic theory, and then an additional detail about each scientist, something that's not included on page 133. Anything about their life, family, a life-changing event, maybe another scientist they've worked with, any one of those fun facts. And then I'm asking you guys to put in 2 additional scientists that aren't in the textbook. You'll probably get those from the videos, but you could also do a little bit of research on your own. Person, name, and date, and the major contribution to science and chemistry. Then you're gonna have to have 4 images or pictures of an actual atomic model, which you, when you research them, and there's also in the textbooks, please do not use copyrighted material or images when you guys do that. That's the left side. The right side, when you guys look at it, is going to be 8 global national events that went along with the science. Like, how do they coincide? What was going on in the global community, the national community, at the same time the science events were going on? So we've kind of compared it to right now. If we said, oh, there is a major vaccine that's going to be taking place very soon, we hope. What was the national global event that made this event happen so quickly? How come we were getting virus vaccines so quickly in the year 2020? And you can talk about the pandemic. So the events can be directly related to their particular scientist. So I took a leap there and talked about something current, but we're going to be talking about the atomic model. And hint, you can move and resize any of the text boxes. So last things I want to go over, think about it covers 2 pages. To allow for all the time, you can make additions to the timeline on either page. You can move the text boxes, and it's not to scale. Okay, so when you take a look, the time frame that we're going to be talking about is 1895. I'm sorry, a little bit before that, 1805. So atomic models, you put scientists over here on this side with like John Dalton. Now, when you click on the boxes, you can move them if you need to fit in with whatever time. Then on the right side are the global national events. So you could take the box and then move them to wherever you find that event that you want. And then you're going to, of course, replace this stuff. Goes to 1910. Your second page goes down to 1915 all the way up until 1935. And we are dealing with just the basic atomic model, no quarks, no leptons, no anything besides the proton, neutron, and electron. So once you guys get done with that timeline, you will, there we go, you will just work on those. So that's the homework piece. I hope that makes sense. The second thing I wanted to go over with you guys is about how you can work on getting your makeup work done in case you didn't use anything with Unit 1. So if you go back to Unit 1, and when you go to your completion, if it doesn't say 100%, so you go to student progress. So my thing is like, oh, it's only 7%. So it looks like I've only done one thing out of this whole thing that was supposed to be done last week for Unit 1. So you guys are going to take a Unit 1 quiz on Thursday, and if you have 100% of the Unit 1 homework done, you can qualify for a retake. If you do not have it done, it's just going to stand as is. So if you want, you can go back into Unit 1, and you can redo any of the assignments that you did not complete as of last week. Two things that were kind of being glitchy, the Pear Deck interactives were being glitchy, so you can go back, they're all fixed. That's the other thing, but you can go through and finish anything from Unit 1, and if you have 100% completion on that, you can get a redo on the test. The due date for those has already passed, but you can go through and do those. Then at the end, you can email me and I will resync the grades and try to give you more points. Unit 2, you will see that the homework is a little bit smaller. So I hope that helps. You got to do this week's assignments, or you can click Unit 2, whichever one you would like. Some people still need to fix the safety exam. That's very few of you. I will see you in class on Thursday. Have a great day.